Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you were born in Japan? Not as a tourist, not as someone passing through, but as a person who grows up inside this society. From the very beginning, being born in Japan means entering a culture built on discipline, order, and collective responsibility. Here, daily life is shaped less by personal expression and more by shared expectations. As a child, you wouldn't be encouraged to stand out. You would learn how to observe, how to respect boundaries, and how to move in harmony with the people around you. Japan is a country where everyday routines follow a quiet precision. Trains arrive on time, public spaces remain clean, silence is valued, even in the busiest places. This sense of order doesn't appear by accident. It is learned early, and it follows people throughout their lives. To understand what life in Japan truly feels like, we first need to look at where it all begins: childhood. In Japan, childhood begins with responsibility. From an early age, children are taught that they are part of something bigger than themselves. Independence is encouraged, but always within clear boundaries. Many children walk to school alone, even in large cities. They learn how to navigate public spaces, follow rules, and take care of their surroundings. Inside the family, expectations are often unspoken. Parents rarely raise their voices. Discipline is quiet, consistent, and deeply rooted in routine. Children are expected to help at home. They clean their classrooms at school, and they quickly learn that effort matters more than praise. Family life in Japan may appear distant from the outside, but it is built on stability rather than emotional expression. This early structure shapes how children see authority, responsibility, and their place within society. In Japan, education is taken seriously from the very first year. Elementary school starts at the age of 6 and lasts for 6 years. At this stage, students focus on core subjects like Japanese language, mathematics, science, and social studies. But education is not only academic. Children also study moral education, where they learn respect, cooperation, and social responsibility. There are no janitors in most schools. Students clean their own classrooms, hallways, and even bathrooms. Middle school adds more pressure. Subjects become more demanding, and exams begin to matter. English becomes a regular part of the curriculum, alongside history, geography, and technology. High school is not mandatory, but over 95% of students attend. Here, long study hours are common, especially for those preparing for university entrance exams. Many students attend Juku private, after-school cram schools, sometimes late into the evening. Success in these exams can strongly influence future career opportunities. University life is often described as more relaxed because the hardest competition usually happens before admission. Education in Japan is less about creativity and more about discipline, consistency, and endurance. In Japan, friendships tend to form slowly. Relationships are often built over time, through shared routines rather than open emotional expression. Many friendships begin at school or work and remain within those environments. Public displays of affection or deep personal conversations are relatively rare. Despite living in crowded cities, loneliness is a growing issue in Japan. According to national surveys, millions of people in Japan report feeling lonely on a regular basis. An estimated 1 million young people are classified as hikikomori, a term used for individuals who withdraw from social life for 6 months or longer. Japan consistently ranks among the countries with the highest levels of social isolation in developed nations. Social distance is not seen as coldness, but as respect. Personal space is carefully protected, even among acquaintances. Silence, politeness, and emotional restraint help maintain social harmony. This balance allows society to function smoothly, but it can also make forming deep connections more difficult. In Japan, work is more than a way to earn money. It is often seen as a duty, not just to a company, but to society itself. Most employees start their day early, and leaving on time is not always encouraged. Working long hours is still common, especially in large companies. Many workers stay late even when their tasks are finished. In some workplaces, being seen as hardworking matters as much as actual productivity. Japan's average annual working hours have decreased over the years, but overtime remains a reality for millions of employees. The pressure to endure has even created a specific term, karoshi. It refers to death caused by extreme overwork, a problem officially recognized by the government. To address this, Japan has introduced work-style reforms and overtime limits. However, changing workplace culture often takes longer than changing laws. This work ethic is deeply connected to values learned early in life, and it continues to shape daily life well into adulthood. Japan has the world's third largest economy, but daily life costs depend heavily on where you live. The average annual salary in Japan is around 4 to 4.5 million yen, which equals roughly 30,000 to 35,000 US dollars per year. Tokyo is by far the most expensive city in the country. A small one-bedroom apartment in central Tokyo can cost over $1,200 per month. In contrast, cities like Fukuoka, Sendai, or Sapporo offer much lower rent. In these areas, similar apartments may cost less than half of Tokyo prices. Food costs remain relatively stable across the country. Cooking at home is affordable, but eating out regularly can quickly become expensive. Public transportation is efficient but not cheap, especially for daily commuters. Healthcare and basic services, however, are well regulated and reliable. Overall, life in Japan offers financial stability, but comfort often comes at the cost of space and personal freedom. Food in Japan is deeply connected to daily routine. Most people eat simple, balanced meals rather than large portions. Rice, fish, vegetables, and soup form the foundation of everyday meals. Breakfasts are often light, especially on workdays. Lunch is usually eaten outside near the workplace or school. Affordable options like ramen, curry rice, or set meals are widely available. A typical meal at a casual restaurant costs between $7 and $10. Eating out every day is common, but rarely excessive. Convenience stores play a major role in daily nutrition. They offer fresh meals, salads, rice balls, and hot food at low prices. Cooking at home is still common, especially for families. Food culture in Japan values quality, presentation, and moderation. These habits strongly influence health and lifestyle over time. In Japan, rules are a central part of daily life. They are not only enforced by the state, but followed by citizens themselves. This creates a high level of trust in public spaces. Lost items are often returned to their owners. Public services rely on honesty and cooperation. Social responsibility is taught from an early age. People are expected to follow rules, even when no one is watching. This reduces the need for strict supervision. As a result, public spaces remain clean, orderly, and safe. The relationship between the government and citizens is based less on force and more on shared responsibility and mutual trust. Technology in Japan is not separate from daily life. It quietly supports how people move, work, and interact. This focus on efficiency is reflected in Japan's global brands. Companies like Toyota have shaped modern mobility. Models such as the Toyota Corolla and Prius became global symbols of reliability and efficiency. Honda is known for combining engineering precision with everyday practicality. Cars like the Honda Civic and Accord are widely used both in Japan and around the world. In electronics, brands like Panasonic focus on durability and long-term use. Panasonic products range from televisions and home appliances to batteries and industrial technology used globally. Sony, meanwhile, plays a major role in imaging and digital entertainment. Its cameras, sensors, and gaming systems influence both professionals and consumers. Automation extends beyond products into daily services. One of the most visible examples is vending machines. Japan has over 5 million vending machines across the country, offering everything from drinks to hot meals. Robots are increasingly used in customer service and care facilities. These systems reduce human effort and error, but they can also create a sense of emotional distance in everyday life. Being born in Japan means growing up in a highly structured society. Life is organized, predictable, and remarkably safe. Public systems work efficiently, and rules are widely respected. From education to work life, stability is prioritized over uncertainty. This structure provides comfort for many people, but it also comes with pressure. Standing out is often more difficult than fitting in. Personal freedom sometimes takes a back seat to social harmony. For some, this balance creates security and long-term stability. For others, it can feel emotionally distant and demanding. Japan offers a life that works smoothly, but it asks for discipline, patience, and adaptation in return. So being born in Japan is not simply about where you live, but about the kind of person you become within that system.